Okay, so welcome back everyone. There are two more questions which I want to be solved. Okay, so the first question says solve for real x. If square root of x plus 2 square root of x minus 1 plus square root of x minus 2 square root of x minus 1 is equals to 2. So you can already see that these are like the conjugates of each other. So stuff can happen really well if you multiply these two. So I think squaring the whole equation will do our job. So if we square this, you get this thing. Wait, you get this thing plus that thing is supposed to be 2x. Then you get plus 2 times the square. I mean 2 times that product. So square root of x plus 2 square root of x minus 1 into square root of x minus 2 square root of x minus 1. So like if you multiply those, you can use the product of differences. Yes, that's whatever that's called. Okay, so that's going to be square root of x squared minus 4 into x minus 1 is like minus 4x plus 4. It's supposed to be equal to 2. Okay, so just reduce this by 2, you get x plus square root of, well, what's this thing? This thing is nothing but x minus 2 squared, right? It's supposed to be equal to 1, so that gives me x plus mod of x minus 2 equals to 1. Okay, so why this absolute value thing? Because you got the positive square root. So just yeah, if you just say that it's supposed to be x minus 2, that would be incorrect because x minus 2 can be positive, can be negative, but a square root, right, a positive square root, it cannot be negative at all. So yes, it has to be mod of x minus 2. Yeah, yeah, that's nice. So fine, what do we do with that now? So first of all, you make two cases. Case 1, that x is greater than or equal to 2. That gives me x plus x minus 2 equals to 1. So that gives me x equals to, wait, is this really 1? mm, Wait, no, it's supposed to be equal to 4. Yeah, that's the whole problem. It's supposed to be equal to 4. That's why solutions will not match. Okay, so this is supposed to be equal to, yes, if you reduce this is supposed to be equal to 2. So these are 2's. Okay, so x would be equal to 2 in that case. Okay, which which is in fact in this range, so no problem. Case 2 is, what's this? Case 2 is if x is less than or equal to, I mean less than, strictly less than 2, because we already considered it to be equal to 2 once. So that will give me x plus 2 minus x is equals to 2, which is true for any value of x. So yes, for any value of x which is less than 2, you will have this equation automatically satisfied. So that's nice. But here's the thing, you first of all want to check uh, if these expressions are not getting not defined or in the complex world or anything like that. So what can we do for that? First of all, you need to check if x minus 1 is positive or not. So we want x minus 1 to be greater than 0, I mean greater than or equal to, I should say, because it's inside a square root. So that will give me x is greater than or equal to 1, which basically means uh that, yeah, it like further restricts our range for x. Okay, and the next thing is we want x plus 2 square root of x minus 1 to be positive. Well, that's already positive. X is greater than 1. This square root x minus 1 is obviously positive, so that makes no sense doing. And then you have x minus 2 squared. Okay, fine, x minus 2 square root of x minus 1 has to be positive. So that gives me x squared is greater than 4x minus 4, right? Right, I mean like, okay, let's just go through the whole process first. So you will have x is greater than 2 square root of x minus 1, but first of all, this is actually greater than 0. So both of these things are greater than 0 and they follow this inequality, right? So we can just square that. So x squared is greater than 4x minus 4. That tells me x minus 2, yes, square has to be greater than 0. Okay, no problem. I mean actually it should be greater than or equal to, so yeah, that's no problem. So yeah, that looks okay. X, fine, fine, that works. Yeah, it's like x minus 2 squared should be greater than or equal to 0. That's fine. So yes, x belongs to any real, I mean any real value of x will work in that case. So no problem with that thing. So yeah, x is, it's bigger than 1 and it's less than 2, less than or equal to 2, I should say. Anything else? Well, you got, this is supposed to be equal to positive. Yep. everything is sorted, it should work. So yeah, the final solution is in fact x belongs to, it's supposed to be greater than 1, and and it goes all the way till 2, right? It's less than or equal to 2. So yeah, that's the solution. Let's just check out if it works or if it doesn't work. Let's check for x equals to 1.5 maybe. So what will, maybe let's just not check for 1.5. That's not a nice number. So yeah, that's how you solve this question. Let's move on to the next question. So just erase all this. You have x, y, z are real if x plus y plus z equals to 2, and it is also equal to x square plus y square plus z square. Find the least and greatest values of x. Okay, so what can we do? We can say that z equals to 2 minus x minus y, and z squared is equals to 2 minus x squared minus y squared. Okay, so if we square this equation, that will give me z squared equals to 4 plus x squared plus y squared minus 4x minus 4y plus 2xy. Okay, and that is supposed to be equal to this thing. So now we have eliminated z successfully. So that gives me 2x squared plus 2y squared plus 2 minus 4xy. I mean minus 4x minus 4y plus 2xy. Supposed to be equal to 0. No problem. Gives me x squared plus y squared minus 2x minus 2y plus xy plus 1 is supposed to be equal to 0. So now let's make a quadratic in y with this thing. So y squared plus y into x minus 2, okay, plus x squared plus 2x plus 1 is supposed to be equal to 0. So now let's square this. So like x squared minus 4x plus 4 minus 4 times of this thing. So minus 4x squared plus 8x minus 4 has to be greater than or equal to 0 because y is a real number. That tells me minus 3x squared plus 4x has to be greater than or equal to 0. So like x into 3x minus 4 has to be less than or equal to 0. Multiply by negative 1. So that gives me x belongs to 0 to 4 by 3. Alright, so now let's just check if x equals to 0 works or it doesn't, and similarly if x equals to 4 by 3 works. And I think they should work, so now you can check that on your own if these work or not. If they don't, then you can exclude them from the set and see if there are any tighter inequalities which we could get. uh, but if there's nothing like that, this is the final solution. So hope you enjoyed and thanks for watching the video.